What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Inkslasher 44, and today we're doing a Q&A. I told you I was going to do this last week, but then I forgot the new guns were coming out, so we had to make videos for those. So this week, right now, we are doing the Q&A, and as you watch this, I'm actually at work, but after I'm at work, so at about 11 a.m. tonight, I'll be streaming probably some Call of Duty, maybe playing with some subs, maybe doing some subscriber games, is what we did last time. Basically, I was playing gun game. Everyone in the stream would guess what place they thought I would finish in, and based on what you guessed, you got a certain amount of points for that. And I actually have a leaderboard on my Twitch now, so check that out, link in the description. But today, we are doing a Q&A. I just showered, I put some pants on, I did my hair, except it looks like, God, my hair's so long. Jesus. Very long. I need a haircut. But we got lots of questions today, so let's get right into it. So the first question is from Travis Gilmartin. I think I said that right. He asked me favorite Metallica song, because everybody likes Metallica. I don't know if everyone likes Metallica, but most people, especially people from the 90s, love Metallica. So I used to be really into that type of music, not so much anymore, but probably Nothing Else Matters. It's one of their most popular songs. But I got a couple quick fun facts about Metallica. I used to play guitar, like a lot of guitar. For like 5 or 6 years of my life, I played a ton of guitar. And I found out, because I really like their solos in their songs. They're not, some of them are really quick, but a lot of them are like not too fast. And turns out Metallica writes all of their like songs on violins, and then brings them over to like guitar and drums and singing, all that stuff. But first they're written on violins, and I thought that was really cool. But my favorite Metallica songs now are all like EDM remixes. Like they're really cool how they can combine that like almost like metal-y classic rock with like this EDM music, and it ends up sounding really good. Next question is from Leon SRPG. Hashtag Ask Ink, which zombies mode / map you preferred all the modes and maps? So there is actually one zombies map that I really loved. It's Shino Numa. I believe that's from World at War. But the reason why I love that one so much is kind of a reason why I love certain Call of Duty so much. It's because I played it with one of my friends, and we just played over and over again until we actually did good. We had a really good strategy with it. It was a really fun map. I knew where everything was. But like, same with Call of Duty. I'd play it with a friend, and we get really into it, and I always loved that. I loved like getting into a game like a ton with a friend. Another game I really did that with is I had 4 guys I used to play Halo 3 with, and I remember one of the achievements is you had to beat the last level of Halo 3 with a certain skull on, well, on Banshees. Well, everyone was on a Banshee. We did this for literally like 4 hours. You literally got 0 gamer score out of it. It just said that you did it. It was the most retarded thing to do, but we did it, damn it. And I don't know. Anytime I play like a game, like for example Shino Numa with a bunch of friends, it always makes it that much better. So that's why I choose that map. Next question is hashtag asking, are you getting the new Star Wars game for PS4? Already have it pre-ordered, already have it paid for. Definitely going to be playing that one. If you want to see some gameplay of it, it'll probably be on my second channel. Maybe be a multiplayer gameplay on this channel, but my second channel, Inkslasher 44 Plays. Check that out in the description. I'll be playing through it on there. Many gameplays will be on there, but I already have it paid for, so I'm stoked to have that game. My girlfriend asked me, what are you doing? I'm making a video. I was probably with you while you wrote that, so I don't know. I'm making a video. The next question is from Carter Smith. He asked me, what all emergency room incidents have you had? So this one appears to be favorited by a couple of lovely ladies down there, but emergency room incidents, I have had so many. I am the most accident prone person you will ever meet. So when I was early in life, I would get sick. I had asthma, so I had to go to the emergency room once for pneumonia when I was in grade 2. How often does someone in grade 2 get freaking pneumonia? A couple times for croup, which is kind of like pneumonia, just not as severe. It was only bad because I had asthma. After that, I hadn't had anything for a little while. So from like grade 5 to I think like grade 7, like I was great. Like nothing bad ever happened to me. Rarely got sick. But then, sorry. In grade 7, or no, I think it was grade 8. I fell off my bike and a screw went into my knee. So I had to get stitches for that. So there was that. The next year after that, it was grade 9. I broke my collarbone. Grade 10, I broke my wrist. So broke my collarbone snowboarding. Had to go to the emergency room for that. Broke my wrist playing hockey. Had to go to the emergency room for that. Then I had my whole heart thing that summer, which I've talked about in another video, but I was in the emergency room several times for that. And then the year after that, I fell, cut my eye open, had to go to the emergency room for that, got 18 stitches there, and I think that that's it. I haven't been to the emergency room in a long time. Touch wood. I really don't want to go to the emergency room. Really don't want to go back there. I hate that place. But I think I got everything. But God, do I ever hate the emergency room. It's the worst feeling, going up to a hospital and knowing you're going there to, like, have pain induced on you. It's the worst thing in the world. The only one time where my emergency room experience was good is when I broke my wrist, because they literally, I was in a lot of pain, they set my wrist, and then I was completely out of pain all at once. Like, it was just gone. Like, didn't feel any pain the rest of the time. I had to wear my cast, nothing. It was awesome. But yeah, that's everything. Those are all the incidents. Alright, the next question is, who do you want for president? Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, or neither? So I'm from Canada, so it doesn't really matter who gets elected. Personally, I think it's astonishing that Donald Trump is, like, leading in the polls. He's a door. Like, he could literally give the presidency to a door, and the door would do the same job he's doing. Like, he's retardedly dumb. As far as I'm concerned, what they're gonna do with Donald Trump is his party is going to make him look awesome. Or sorry, horrible. Like, horrible. Like, by saying he needs to put up a giant fence. Like, what the... Who agrees with that? But anyway, he has to put up a giant fence. He looks like a moron. All of a sudden, they switch out the candidates to someone who's completely sane, has great ideas, all of this. That person then looks amazing. That's what I think they're going to do with him. As far as Hillary Clinton goes, I don't like her very much, but that's a conversation for another day. So I really do hope it's neither of them. But I don't really care because I don't live there. And actually, it's really funny because there's actually not a nomination, but a vote going on in Canada right now for the Canadian Prime Minister. And literally, I hear more about the presidential election in the States, even though, like, it's probably more important what's going on in Canada here for me. So it's really weird that it's like that. But yeah, I don't really care, but if I have to pick, hopefully neither. Optic Trooper asked me, have you ever thought about quitting YouTube? And the answer to that is, well, I kind of did after I first started YouTube. I got up to about 4,000 subscribers, and then I started dating my current girlfriend and just pretty much stopped completely for like 2 solid years. And then I came back to it. But as far as now, no. Have I ever thought about it? No. If there was a time I would, it would be right now. Because I literally just got a new job, I bought a car, so I have to pay for that, and work is super important right now. But I'm finding a way to make it all work. It's really hard, especially to run 2 YouTube channels and now a Twitch. I don't know why I keep putting these jobs on myself, but it's too fun to me. I love, like, for example, doing this, reading your tweets, all of that kind of stuff. I enjoy that far too much for me to stop, and I just really enjoy it, so there's no reason for me to stop. And will I ever think of quitting? Probably not. It may, if I go back to school or something like that, the amount of videos may slow down a bit, but all in all, I won't just quit altogether. There'll always be something going up on this channel, for sure. I can promise you that. So, Rowan, or Jokey Joe, asked me, have you ever been in a life or death situation? If you have, how did I get out of it? So I've never actually talked about this before. I realized that when I read this situation, I have one story where it wasn't me in a life or death situation, but I was stuck with someone else when they were in a life or death situation, and it was a really weird experience. So the way it worked is that I was about, I would say I was in grade 4. I was in grade 4. It was about the May of grade 4, so I was pretty damn young. And one of my friends, his dad was from the military, and he loved camping. So in Canada, it's still really cold in May, especially at the beginning of May. And so he wanted to go to Algonquin, which is this enormous provincial park. You basically canoe in, you portage, you get in there, and you go camping. So Great. We go camping with them. My stepdad actually came with us this time, and it was freezing. Like, the weather was absolutely freezing. No sun, all clouds, rain, and then we get into the park, and there is still fucking ice on the lake, like completely covered. So to get to our campsite, we have to get through this ice. So the way you do it is the person at the front of the canoe takes their paddle and just literally smashes through the front of the ice, while the person at the back paddles. So we get through the ice, we get to our campsite, perfectly fine. We go to sleep, wake up the next day, ice is completely gone. No reason, just gone. Like, nowhere in sight is there any ice on this lake. So we're like, sweet. So the two of the guys we went with decide to take the canoe out, go out in the lake and get some water, because what you do is you collect water from the lake, put it through a purifier, boom, you can drink it. So they go out to get the water from the lake, so they lean over, throw the thing in the lake, let it fill up. The one person goes to lean to pick up the bucket, but the other person doesn't lean the other way, so the canoe flips. Mind you, this is frozen water that just completely, like, was frozen the day before. They fall in. Instantly, they can't swim because it's that cold. Like, when it's that cold, all your muscles seize up and you can't swim. The person we're with, I told you he was from the military, hears them fall in from, like, a good distance away, like a solid distance. He immediately is running for the beach, grabs a canoe single-handedly, flips the canoe, throws it under him. He's off paddling in the lake. I've never seen anyone move in a canoe that fast. It was ridiculous. So he's canoeing out to them. They can't, all of a sudden they start bobbing below the water because they can't swim. They have clothes on, and the idiots didn't wear life jackets. So they're bobbing below the water. He gets out to them, actually gets them to hold on to the canoe and paddles them in because they were too cold to get into the boat. So he brings them in, and they can't move. Like, their muscles are completely seized up. They're going into hypothermia. So he literally puts them in a tent and starts a fire in their tent, tells them to get naked and cuddle together. So they eventually heat up, but throughout the whole trip, they were, like, suffering from, like, hypothermia. Like, if they went outside, they would get hypothermia. On our way back, this is where I was kind of in a life or death situation. There was a giant storm, and neither of them could warm up, so neither of them could canoe, but we needed to get the canoe back. So we're canoeing with, like, waves, like, that are, like, this high in the middle of a lake. So you had to canoe on an angle through the waves, and it was horrifying, because if anyone flipped, then they had hypothermia. There's another canoe someone has to bring back. It was a really crazy situation. Needless to say, don't go to Algonquin anymore in May, so just to avoid that situation. But all in all, it was a really, really crazy experience. But, like, I mean, I learned a lot from it, so there's that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. If you want to see more Q&As or anything story-wise like this, it'd be super greatly appreciated if you hit the like button, and it would let me know that you want to see more things like this. So, like I said, hope you enjoyed. Check me out on Twitter, Twitch, link in the description. I'm streaming later tonight. Subscribe to join the Ink Army, and until next time, guys, peace out!